Oh, Fox News, ever so fair and balanced, eh? Let's do this.
Well, forget the National Day of Prayer. Today, Charlotte Mayor and newly minted Obama cabinet member Anthony Fox has proclaimed today a National Day of Reason for his city, saying the application of reason more than any other means has proven to offer hope for human survival on Earth. CEO and President of Concerned Women for America, Penny Nance, joins us live right now. Good morning to you, Penny.
Good morning, Steve.
I think it's only fair to point out that Concerned Women for America are rather a backwards, provincial, and frankly selfish group. They are against LGBT rights, against gay marriage. They're against abortion unless it's to save the life of the mother, and this is including in cases of rape. They are for abstinence-only sex education. They are for teaching creationism in schools and for school prayer. In other words, they essentially want the entire United States to follow only their way of life by rule of law. These are not good people.
Okay, so today is the National Day of Prayer, and yet this Mr. Fox guy is calling it a National Day of Reason. What's going on there?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, he comes from North Carolina, which has the 7th highest church attendance. Clearly, he's not running for re-election since he's up for transportation secretary. But, you know, G.K. Chesterton said that the doctrine of original sin is the only one in which we have 3,500 years of empirical evidence to back up.
No, G.K. Chesterton didn't say that. Reinhold Niebuhr did. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but still, look it up. It wasn't G.K. Chesterton. It was some other dude named Reinhold Niebuhr. And I'm sorry, but the one doesn't follow from the other. Just because humans are occasionally fallible, just because we all mess up once in a while, that does not mean that original sin happened. That doesn't mean there was a snake and an apple and 2 naked teenagers in a garden somewhere and a god. No. It doesn't work like that. You still have a lot to prove.
Clearly, we need faith as a component, and it's just silly for us to say otherwise.
We need faith as a component, really. We need believing in things for no good reason, without any evidence to back them up. That's clear to you? 'Cause it's not clear to me. Explain to me how that does us any good at all. Really, no, I want to know exactly how that's actually a benefit, because no one's ever been able to make that one clear. How is faith a good thing?
You know, the age of enlightenment and reason gave way to moral relativism. And moral relativism is what led us all the way down the dark path to the Holocaust.
Yeah, horseshit, lady. I know you don't like to believe this, but the Nazis, they were Christians. Maybe not your kind of Christians, or then again, maybe they were given your morals, but regardless, they were Christians. They thought their morals were pretty darn absolute, just like you think your morals are pretty darn absolute. Oh, and who were they hating on? The Jews, who kind of thought their morals were pretty darn absolute. So what we have here are absolute morals clashing with absolute morals. Yeah, that's right. Moral relativism, my butt. All of these people thought their morals were absolute. Please.
Dark periods of history is what we arrive at when we leave God out of the equation.
Really? Like, say, the Inquisition, the Crusades, or Charlemagne beheading the Saxons who were unwilling to convert, or the burning of witches. Hell, there's pages and pages of this stuff. You only have to look up religious atrocities in the name of Christianity to find tons upon tons of atrocities done in the name of that religion. Never mind the atrocities done in the name of Islam. Yeah, okay, religion has so much violence done in its name. And you want to talk about what happens when you leave God out of the equation? Really? Most people I know who aren't religious say violence? No, 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 leave the violence out. I just want to talk about logic, reason, evidence, science, the wonder of the universe. Most people who don't want to talk about God don't want to talk about violence either. Really, you want to talk about the dark times that happen when you leave God out of the equation? Most people who want to put God into the equation want to do violence in his name. Don't even talk to me, lady. You're a fool.
Now, Penny, we should point out that this National Day of Reason was created by the American Humanist Association, an atheist organization. It was created to raise awareness about government threats to religious liberty and to up the profile of the non-religious community. Well, what's troubling to some, though, is that they would take the National Day of Prayer and then essentially co-opting it by saying, okay, it's also a National Day of Reason. It looks like they're just trying to get some publicity to get us talking about it.
Well, and they succeeded. Here we are. But what a great opportunity to talk about the difference. You know, John Adams said that our Constitution depended on a moral and religious people.
Yeah, John Adams also said that the government of the United States is in no sense founded on the Christian religion. And the Constitution says that Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion. 2 to 1, I win. Sorry, lady.
By contrast, Mao said that morality arrives at the muzzle of a gun.
Yes, that's right, because anyone who doesn't indulge in religion immediately turns into a communist dictator. Yeah, good comparison, lady.
We must have faith in God in order to arrive at the very things they want to do. They want to contend for their beliefs, and I support that. Welcome to the argument. We think our ideas are better.
All right. She is the CEO and president of Concerned Women for America. Penny Nance, we thank you very much.
Thank you.
Joining
Thanks,
us on this National Prayer Day. People want to pray? Go ahead. If they don't want to, it's America. You don't have to.
Oh, thank you for throwing that in at the last second. But honestly, if Concerned Women for America had their way, I'm fairly certain that by rule of law, we'd have to pray, and to their particular version of their particular God. Until next time, fellow space travelers, this is BionicDance saying don't run on automatic. Instead, please think. Please take the time to rate this video. And hey, if you dig what I do, subscribe. And please visit my Zazzle store, where you'll find all kinds of BionicDance merchandise. Stalin, Mao, Pol Pot. You know what they all had in common? They didn't rate, comment, or subscribe.